What is up, everybody? Just wanted to put a quick video again, just showing you the, this is my current setup for the Accessport. Obviously we got the suction cup there. We got the wire hanging out here in the front. I have it kind of wrapped around the steering column there, but again, it's just, I don't know. It's kind of clunky, and honestly the biggest thing, if you're watching my Instagram crap, the suction cup, especially when I park outside or go to the gym or something like that where it's nice and hot outside, I'll come back into the car and the Accessport is just on the ground. So I don't know, it gets pretty annoying. So again, pull the trigger on the mount. It's gonna go literally right there in that little vent right there. So I'm gonna run the wire essentially behind everything here. It's gonna come up through there. And again, also getting rid of the suction cup mount, so hopefully that'll fix the problem. So I'll show you guys the mount right now. Well, there's the mount. And again, as you guys can see, it's pretty like good high quality. I feel like it's not, I don't believe it's 3D printed. I believe it's an injection mold. There's the little slot for the cable there. It retains the I think it's a defroster, I want to say, but anyways, access to the vent. But yeah, it should just basically clip on. The thing I am concerned about, and actually I haven't done this yet, is the here's the Accessport, obviously, to see how nice and tight it's gonna be. So should just slip in. I'll get rid of this here. Ooh, nice. Wow, that is actually really on there nice and tight. Can you guys see that? It is not coming off. That's actually a good fitment right there. So yeah, essentially how it's gonna sit there. It's got these little side things I think can open up a little bit. I think kind of that's what slip into place, but very nice and sturdy. I guess obviously we'll see once it's actually in the car and you're driving around, but so far so good. Also really quick, there's the you can see how it accesses the plug there. Well, not plug, connector. Sorry. So let's show you guys how to pop the old stuff off to get the cable through there and get this one in there. All right, so first step is taking this cover off. This one's super easy. Literally just pop it out. Here are the mounting points if you want to kind of reference that, but pretty straightforward. If you can't get your fingers in there or get a good grip, just get something nice and flat to kind of pry it open, but it should just pop out there. Okay, now this thing was a bit of a pain in the ass. The hardest part is literally just getting this side to pop on the left hand side there. What you want to do is essentially grab the vent, move it all the way towards the passenger side. That way you can create a little bit of a gap on the left hand side there. It's hard to focus right there, but either way, you want to move the vent as close as you can to the passenger side. What I ended up using is this little tiny flathead to at least get under there. And then both with my finger, try not to break the vent obviously, but with my finger and the little screwdriver, I was able to kind of create a little gap that you see there. Hopefully, come on, there we go. Once you get it started, it should just come out. And again, that's what the factory one looks like. Here's a quick side-by-side. There's the factory one on the left, aftermarket one on the right. But again, really nice build quality. So again, I really like the design on this one. There's other ones obviously out there that I feel like will probably get the job done, obviously, but I honestly, I'm a big fan of something that just looks factory, cleans everything up nice and neat. Obviously, you're still retaining access to the little vent, which is nice. So let's do the wire here next, the cable, and then we'll pop this one in. All right, so here's essentially how I ran mine. You can see I zip tied the wire right to this little metal frame here. The rest of it, I zip tied it together. I don't know if you guys will be able to see, but it's right here. So it should be out of the way enough. Now, the thing you do want to consider here is zip tie it to something. I felt like this position was perfect. Make sure the wire isn't rubbing on the edge. It is a bit of a sharp edge there, so just be careful. But the reason you want to zip tie it there is that you do want to have a little bit of play up here. That way, if you do want to take out the Accessport, again, you have something and you could just push this cable back down. But you don't want it so that it comes down and then it never comes back up. So again, just a little bit of a retainer there. So I just put a zip tie there. We'll see if that actually works. I think it should be fine, but again, just so that way I can pull the Accessport out. It gives me enough room to actually unclip it, and the cable shouldn't hopefully fall into the dash where I have to take this whole panel off again. So let's slap the new one on and put the Accessport in. All right, let's see if I can get this in one shot. Keep in mind, hopefully I'm not too in the way here, but there is obviously the vent. So you want to make sure that this does seat in there. That way, obviously, it's still functional. Let me see if I can get that in one shot here without getting too in the way. Let's see here. So let's do the cable first. Through like that. And then hopefully you can kind of feel the, oh, let me get this. Sorry, I'm so sweaty, it's so gross in the garage. Okay, you almost have to kind of point the mount towards like the passenger front of the car. There we go. You can kind of feel it when it catches. Now, if I did it correctly, bam, it's in. You can obviously modify how long you want the cable here, but it should be pretty straightforward. When you get the Accessport, oh, I need AC in here, or like a fan at the very least, but anyways. So again, I like this just because it gives me a lot of wiggle room there to just plug it in, feed it back down in there. I might actually modify it so it's not so much cable out, but easy fix. There it is. Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna leave it. There's plenty of room down here. Perfect. There it is. Let me actually kill it so you can still access the power button. And let me see if I can show you guys real quick. It is very, very close. I gotta love this camera. Hold on. To the pillar there. So it is a snug fitment. But look at that. No more messy wire. It's all in here now. Sorry, my car's really gross too, so I really like that. I'm also curious to see like how it's angled towards the driver, obviously, to see everything once we're driving, but I love that. That's nice. I love how snug it is. Like that is, I was kind of worried about that, to be honest. I was like, maybe I'll have to put some tape or something in there, but all right, we'll just put this thing back on. But we are done, ladies and gentlemen. Pretty straightforward, awesome product. So It's not cheap, but it's probably the best mount, I think, for the GR. So we are all done. Thank you.